My full loop antenna with 40 meters of wire for the loop and 10-meter homebrew ladder line has been working well on 20-meter and higher bands with ATU100 tuner, but not on the 40-meter band. Lowest SWR on Nano VNA sweep was noted at 23.25 MHz. This Nano VNA sweep was taken with a homebrew 4:1 Balun common mode choke and 183 centimeters of HLF 200 coax in series with the ladder line antenna system. Read an article by Whiskey Bravo 6 Bravo Yankee Uniform on theory of full wave loops, forwarded to me by VU3CDK. The first few lines have the answer probably. Traditional formula for length in meters has been given as 306 by megahertz. For the center frequency of 40-meter band in this region of 7.1 megahertz, it comes to about 43 meters. That means my full wave loop, quote unquote, is shorter by 3 meters. Unlike the dipoles, larger diameter conductors need larger circumference for resonance. My antenna wire has 2.5 square millimeter of multi-stranded insulated copper wire meant for electrical wiring. As the antenna wire is continuous with the ladder line with original total wire length of 60 meters, of which 20 meter has gone into the two sides of the ladder line, only way to lengthen the antenna is to remove some of the steps of the ladder and test. Full wave loop antenna is like two dipoles connected together at the ends or like a folded dipole with increased separation between the elements. Radio frequency current on the full wave loop has two maxima, one at the feed point and another at the point on the loop opposite the feed point. There are 2 points of minimum current at the midpoint between the 2 points mentioned. If the loop is mounted in 4/4 wavelengths, current in parallel regions of the loop are in phase. This is probably the reason for broadside gain of such loops. In my case, the antenna does not conform to any particular shape and has feed point at one side at present. Feed point impedance may vary from 115 to 135 ohms depending on the shapes and location of feed point. So that is another source of mismatch with ladder line. My ladder line has a calculated impedance of about 466 ohms. After tuning, my ATU100 shows 377 PF capacitance and 2.2 microhenry inductance has been added, and the SWR seen in the radio is around 4. Residual SWR after tuning in ATU100 is shown as 3.17. This is not an ideal tuner for a ladder line. For a ladder line, the ideal one recommended is a manual tuner, which I do not have. So what I do is I do multiple attempts of reset tunes so that I get a reasonable match, and remaining SWR I tune with the built-in tuner of FT710 radio. Now that I have an idea of what is going wrong with my antenna system, my first attempt to improve it will be to change the length of the antenna a little bit by untying the ladder line, because I have made the ladder line with steps of 6 mm pipes, that is black drip irrigation pipes using black nylon ties. If I untie some of them, the effective length of the antenna will increase, and I will check once again and report.